Well, hello kids, Boogeyman Bill here, once again. Now, I'm doing something a little bit different. I know, so early in the game, I'm already changing up the game. Why to keep you little freaks on your toes? So this year, I've noticed that the Halloween decor was, well, not really my style. We've had this Summerween thing going on, which, hey, if you're into it, fantastic. Me personally, I don't really get it. I hate summer. Summer's horrible. I can't go outside. I don't even want to go outside anyway. Can't enjoy a full moon. I'm sweating my baguettes off. You know, poor wolf man, I gotta shave him down every other day. Because he's not doing too well either. And I gotta freeze his water bowl, and, you know, he's panting, but you know, I bring him inside. And if you live in a city where it's hot, you better bring your pets inside. Or else. Anyway, so as I was saying, I was at the store the other day, went to Target. You know, I walk into these stores with not much expectation. But I walked in, and who did I see? Lewis. I saw good old Lewis. No, I love Lewis. Me and Lewis, we go way back, far back. Good friends, Lewis and I. So I walked up to Lewis, you know, asked him, how's he been? He's been locked up, cooped up in some storage shed somewhere. Poor guy. I asked him if they've been treating him okay, and I'm a little worried. I don't know if he was lying, but he said he was. So, Target, you better be treating Lewis with the best and utmost respect. We caught up, shot the shit for a bit, and he told me, hey, take a look around, because I think this might be your style, Bill. I don't know if you've been around. And I said, oh, Lewis, I've been around. I've seen what they've been putting out. And no thank you. So he said to me, go ahead, Bill. I promise you, Bill. Trust me on this one. You're gonna like this year. So I take a look around and I said, Lewis, you were right. I'm kind of digging this. I went a little bit shopping. Not too much yet. I don't want to go crazy. I don't like, you know, just buying everything that I see. Sometimes I regret it because it's, you know, not there. If it is something that I really want, and then other people catch on to how great it is because I have exceptional taste. I couldn't get all the footage that I wanted to get. I got a lot of footage, but not all of it. There were some rugrats running around bothering me. They weren't the kind of kids that I work with. They were the kids that need their feet and fingers bitten off in the night. Alright, so anyway, I found some great pieces. I found this guy. Hey, he's pretty snazzy, huh? I thought he was pretty cool. I said, you know what, that would look fantastic on my nightstand. And I was thinking, hey, if I bought enough of these, I could leave these little trinkets on kids' nightstands, you know, for the ones that have been misbehaving in the appropriate way that Boogeyman Bill approves of. Which is not running around a store, screaming your head off, and crying, and knocking shit over, and causing a ruckus. We don't like that. Don't do that. We don't like that. Go to the jungle gym and burn off that energy. Don't do it in the store. Anyway, and then there was a 3-pack. There was a 3-pack of these guys. We got a Dracula here. Oh god, you know, I'm just realizing that it's not focusing. Alright, this camera has problems focusing, so I will take a picture of this. I'll post it around. I'll put it around here. There's a Dracula, there's a mummy with a cat. He's got a cat. I love cats. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of these, and I'll put them right here. But I just want to show you that I got him, you know. Not pulling your leg. I'm not making up stories about him. Alright, so I'm going to show you some stuff that I found, alright? Alright, here I am, magically in the voiceover. So I just want to start off by saying my channel is not about going shopping and showing you every little piece and every little item and what every little item does. There are channels that are totally dedicated to that sort of thing. And if you want to walk through and you want to see and know and hear and get all the details and the pricing and all that stuff, I suggest going to one of the channels that do that sort of thing 24/7. I do not do that sort of thing. I'm just doing this because I thought this stuff looked pretty cool at Target, so I was there and I said, hey, you know what? Let me share this with my Boogie Bunch, because why not? That's what I'm here to do. That's why I made this channel, was to show my little horror appreciations out in the world that I see, and just, you know, have you in on it as well. So I got my pumpkin spice latte, first one of the season. I don't care what you say about the pumpkin spice latte. I enjoy the pumpkin spice latte. And even though it's still 100 and some degrees here in the city that I live, I'm still damn well going to enjoy this damn good cup of coffee. All right. So let's start. Let's start. What do we got? I'm going to start out with the videos. I took a video of this animatronic. It's a bat. So let's go ahead and watch that first. So he does what a bat does, except he's doing it right side up. He should be hanging upside down. But, oh well, it's still pretty cool. Maybe if you knew how to do a little hardware, you could screw it into the ceiling, if you know how to do that sort of thing. But I like him. I think he's cute. Alright, on to the next video. Little guy's sure got some power in him, doesn't he? Thrashing into that plastic divider there. You know, his face reminds me a lot of those Anna dolls, wouldn't you say? Anyway, I really like him. You know, I think he's pretty cool. I like his vibe, I like his style. I appreciate his enthusiasm for Halloween. Alright, on to the next video. Oh, look at this little witch go. She's got great enthusiasm too. Just as much as the Wolfman. I also noticed that these animatronics have great stability. You know, I put her on the floor, I let her twirl around a bit, she didn't fall down once. I was pretty impressed. And I also really love her colors. You know, they've got that particular pink, that Oregon pink. You know, I think if there was a dictionary of serial killer terms, I think Oregon pink would probably be a term that you could find in there. Next. I love this little fellow. You know, I think his song is really catchy. You know, I started singing it in my head. It got stuck in there for a while. Then I thought about coming back and taking a sledgehammer and smashing this guy to bits because I can't get the damn song stuck in my head. No, I'm just kidding. I love him. I like the song, and I think his paint job's pretty good, and his eyes glowing's pretty cool, and he's got the light in his mouth, and you know, I mean, you can also hear him pretty well. He's pretty well made. You know, not a bad little guy. Not a bad little guy. All right, I've just got pictures now. I just don't have enough space on my phone to record every little bit of information and detail and all that stuff, you know. Like I said before, plenty of channels out there that do that sort of thing. So if you need that information, you can go to them. But I'm just showing you whatever I think is cool. So I think these wreaths are pretty cool. You know, something you could probably make yourself, but hey, you know, if you're not able to, or if you just don't trust yourself, these will do. These are pretty cool. Now these, if I were to take an educated guess, will glow under black light, which will look pretty cool. You could get some spider webs and some other little creatures and make a pretty sick setup. You know, also, you've got those kids out there with that uranium fever. This can suffice that fever without the harmful effects to your human body. Molds galore this year. Plenty of molds. Molds. Pretty cool ones. I got myself a loose one. Because, you know, just had to. You know, it's only right to support your longtime friend. And I'm gonna be back for a few more. There were a lot of pretty rad tombstones. The only thing is, they're about as sturdy as a leaf in autumn. Now, this is where my time and energy and focus and concentration is all pouring into are these damn trinkets. I love trinkets. I love little characters, little things that as a boogie boy I would play with relentlessly. You know, in the sandworm box, or in my room, or on my Uncle Herbert's grave, you know, anywhere, everywhere. I love trinkets. I love this nonsense. I'm a lover of the absurd, and these birds are absurd. Now, these could be a good idea to give to your ghoul friends and boil friends. Perhaps, maybe, sweets to the sweet. Now, here are more of those dancing little dudes and dudettes, but I really love those pumpkins up above there. I think I may go back and buy them all. I may. All this hanging decor was super, super cool, but remember what is not cool at all is to hang yourself. It is only cool to hang Halloween decorations. And check these guys out. I mean, they're adorable, huh? If I go back and they haven't been adopted yet, I'm gonna have to adopt them myself. I can't have them without a home. I mean, look at them. They're too sweet looking. I love them. Alright, well, those were my highlights from my Target experience. I definitely will be going back because they were not done with putting everything out. And, of course, I want to see what else they got. I mean, if it was as good as that trip, then I can only imagine what the next trip's going to be like. I also got a few things from Spirit Halloween that I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if I want to film anything in Spirit Halloween. Maybe if I see something that catches my eye that I feel like I want to share, but I don't know, I feel like Spirit Halloween's been pretty well. The videos out there, it's pretty saturated with Spirit Halloween walkthroughs, but I mean, it's also pretty early for them getting everything out. Like, I don't think I've seen everything at every store. So, yeah, that does it for this episode. Thank you, Boogie Bunch, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications, do all that good stuff that helps me to share my passion for horror with all you cool cats. Alright, thanks, and good night.